Hey, I just want to get this out of the way before we start the video. Sorry if my audio isn't that good. You'll understand why in literally like a few seconds.
Yo, Tristan, I don't know if you still talk about shows anymore, but I would like if you check out Galaxy Busters of 2 half episodes.
And I like that
because
video.
I'm honestly bored, and if you want more about my show, we can talk about it.
Man, it sure is unfortunate I broke my laptop. And just when I decided to do another wacky show review. When was the last one I did? Christ! Okay, so I feel like I have a little bit of explaining to do in regards to the setup for this video. So if you bear with me a little bit, I would appreciate it a lot. As you saw in the intro, I got requests to review shows. And I was going to do a full review of the Mr. WeEZY Show, but I didn't feel like the review had enough substance to stand on its own. Not that the show was bad. I just didn't have a lot to say upon my first watch. The video was just basically me for a few minutes reiterating that I didn't understand what I was watching, and that's boring! You don't want to watch that. You want to watch me throw jabs at the Galaxy Rivals creator because episode 3 still isn't out, and give some points of grace where I see fit, and slander my own voice acting because I had no acting experience, and every mic I used in that period was so terrible. I recorded them in my open dining room!
I just didn't care.
So Tristan, please pre-tell, what made you decide to pick up Weezer World again? I want to try handling 2 at the same time. Pause! Here, we have 2 shows with not a lot of length to them in total. Every other show I've looked at is either hasn't had an episode shorter than like 4 minutes or has enough episodes to stand on its own, despite some episode lengths. The Mr. WeEZY Show. This video is going to be overpacked with the funny riff from like 3 years ago, fair warning. Galaxy Busters, because the youth are obsessed with space. And Roblox. I'm going to watch WeEZY for the second time to give it a better shot at hitting me at all, and Busters for the first time. Since I'm also handling 2 at this time, I think I could possibly try to compare them, if they can even be compared. I know that both creators reached out to me after the Bergville video for one, so that probably means something. They should all do a crossover, like Dragon Ball and One Piece, and that industry plant that they had to hang out with. Yeah, I still have no idea what's going on, at least in Weezeland. As I'm writing, I just finished all 5 episodes, and the bulk of my understanding of the series is carried by the pitch in the playlist description. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't read any of the episode descriptions, A, because I decided to watch the show on my TV like I did for Hero and the Weather Children, and B, I think a good show should be able to, I don't know, be understandable through its episodes, at least to the point of knowing the plot, which I think I have. Weezer is about Alex, aka Mr. WeEZY, an alien. Ooh. He opens a door to what I can only assume is the Has-Been Hotel timeline, and his 2 friends who were revealed to accidentally drop him from the ground sometime back, I think, are trying to get him back. It's something about the land turns him into a psychopath, I think, and the whole series is just stuff happening. A lot of it is blood related. I can't tell if this is satire genuinely, but there's a lot of bloodshed. The reason why I'm not sure if this is meant to be serious or not is mainly because this is obviously done by a kid. Luke Makda, sorry for the butchering, voices every character, and I don't think it's far-fetched to assume he also drew everything here. Seen that done before. On that note, yeah, let me talk about the visuals. They exist. Unfortunately, it has the disadvantage of me comparing it to the other shows I've watched in my head. This show does not look pretty, but it's not unwatchable. If it aims to look weird, then it definitely excels at that, and it's not even close. I did like the real-life gag in episode 5, though. That was kind of fun. Audio is, I don't want to say amateurish, because I can firstly note that the voice quality is okay, even if it's a phone microphone. It's all being recorded from, I think. It's serviceable. The music isn't that good. The lyrical tracks Mr. WeEZY has for his theme park and when he kills the Watcher are like 6 out of 10 overall for me. And that's mainly in terms of the lyrics. The instrumentals, one of them is just puzzle part, bro. When I was like watching the shows, I made notes. I even like put in like literally this is like very obviously inspired by SMG4, and I didn't even watch all of that arc. I didn't get attached to any of the characters. I barely got to know all their names before the end, let alone know what they're about. Alex is the most fleshed out, but even then, I'm stuck with questions. Even though this show, spoiler alert, was a dream, what did the world do to make him crazy and want to just kill people? Also, what was the dream as a whole? I think this really goes back to my point in my Bergville video where I talked about the episode lengths. Creators, please give your project space to breathe! Every episode, minus the final, is under like 2 minutes long, so every episode kind of feels like it's 2 episodes broken into pieces, like half of one and then the other one afterwards. At least that's the analogy that I'm putting out there. There's no time to feel any depth in this world. Glimpsing at Luke's channel, it looks like this is a problem solved to an extent with what looks like a sequel series, Jerry Hell Breaks Loose, but we're not talking about Jerry's show, are we? I understand why I didn't make this video initially. I only have 2 unique things to say about it, and one of them is that the title reminds me of the Blue Album! Oh, 3. Alex looks like Bendy. The Mr. Wheezy Show is extremely strange. It's absolutely not a story that's meant to have lessons taken from it. That doesn't feel like your usual anticipated mindless entertainment either. It's just noise. It's like if you put on an extremely bass-boosted song with headphones and just sat in a chair for 10 minutes just to take them off, and nothing happened to you other than you being able to say that you did that once. I sound like I'm padding for time just to extend this video. Oh, hi, Buster. Galaxy Busters. Off the bat, I have to ask, are they related? EJ Style pinged me in a post, which is the inspiration behind this video actually happening, so my expectations are very apparently low, but I'm still gonna commentate like they're high. Your rival has its episode 3 gearing up to actually be good, so yeah, I'm actually gonna watch the show now. EJ offered to explain some lore to the series, which I didn't take because I wanted to let the show speak for itself, like I did for Wheezy. And not a bad thing I did, because the first episode opens with lore! Some wording won't get through my skull for how it's worded, but I kind of get what I'm looking at now. However long ago, there were 3 different queens of RGB color. 2 of them died, or something, and now the red one, who rules over everything, has a son who is, surprise, the main character. The main plot sees Mart and Trixie, and they do shit. Mart is the son of the Red Queen Calypso, but he moved from Earth because... Episode 1, he meets Trixie in the store he works in, that gets broken in by Dot. She might be one of the good ones. They fight and she ends up needing to get fixed, and then she gets fixed. Hooray! Episode 2, Mart has a demon inside him that must be hunted. A clever reference to the popular Netflix original movie, 72 Hours. Trixie knocks the demon out of him and all is well. Most is well. Episode half. Mart gets a call from his mom's assistant telling him, come here. He doesn't. That's it. This wasn't a full episode 3, just some of the work done for it, and afterwards there was some extra stuff for the episode and series in general. So I guess I'll have to talk about my verdict now. Yeah, it's alright.
Damn! That is pretty alright!
I would say that Galaxy Busters, in a general sense, is like a lower scale Bergville. I at least see similarities in animation, audio qualities. Also, EJ is a voice actor in Bergville, but nah, that could just be a coincidence. Overall, visually, it's not bad. I think the Roblox-inspired setting helps it stand out compared to other shows, especially with character designs. The show has 2 voice actors, and I thought it was only one at first. My bad! In the archive episode, I thought the music during the art compilation was made specifically for the show, but I'm not entirely sure. It just sounds too good. And the show has used stuff from the CapCut library previously, so I don't know. I haven't spent enough time with any of the characters to enjoy to the fullest extent, but I do like Trixie and Mart. They feel like a nice duo. They both feel like the main characters outside of what we know additionally about Mart, you know, his backstory and all that. I honestly thought Trixie was the primary main character when I went into it. Now I'm a little unsure. The humor is nice for what it is. I lightly giggled at a visual gag that took me off guard, and I think that's something of note. I feel kind of bad saying all this because I just think back at Wheezy, and he's just over there wheezing, doing whatever. Which is why this is the best time for me to directly compare the 2 shows, and definitively decide which one of these 2 is my preferred. It's Galaxy Busters. And I wish I could say it's like a close tie or something, but I'm comparing a show that I think has some merit to a show that I have very little to say about other than... What? To be fair, my taste in media is bitter to a larger degree as someone who unironically watches SML. Maybe the WeEZY Show is an acquired taste, or I'm an idiot. Or both. If nothing else, I've never seen anything like it before, so it's very unique in that regard. If you like Bergville, and honestly any of the other shows I've talked about, you'll probably like these, or at least have some intrigue. They all feel similar in a bit of a sense. You know, if you watch them all back to back, you could probably like feel There's something about it. I don't know. That's just what I think about it. Galaxy Busters is way closer to these shows, I would say, and Alice WeEZY is very much a change of pace.
Time for a change of...
Watch the original shows. Links will be in the description. My opinion isn't gospel, guys. Come to your own damn conclusions, people. My name is Super Mario and Sonic. Bye!